Welcome, fellow detectives, to another video on the researcher's first murder. I became a confirmed solver, at least indirectly, and today we are working on a very important part of the puzzle. We are going to talk about the extra characters and what follows them. So be aware, this video contains spoilers. If you want to discover everything yourself, I'm very happy to see you return once you have all the essential steps and want to compare your solve. There is this bit in the text talking about Charles Dickens and his habit of throwing in additional characters which do not benefit the plot but rather make you wonder why they are there. Ending this bit, the narrator instructs us to kick these characters out. But similar to good friends, we should revisit them later. That being said, let's dig into this and solve another part of the researcher's first murder. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel now. Before I start, I really want to emphasize the possibilities the English language gives you for things like this. For example, in German, my mother tongue, it would be way harder to work with these kinds of things, because a character is an actual person, not a synonym for a letter. Regardless, we work with letters here, or should I stick to postcards? And by the way, if you want to know more about my comparison between the original and the German translation or translation of these puzzles in general, check out the videos linked here. How to find these extra characters? Most of them are hidden quite well. The more you understand about the context of each page, the easier it gets, of course. But there will be some surprises because there is more than the alphabet to discover. As a tip, I would say the author tends to overestimate amounts. Once you found all the extra characters, I recommend you list them in a spreadsheet directly referring to each page. If you want to use my template, check out the description down below and use it for your solution. I'm sure this will help. And while you are down there, I would really appreciate your sub for my channel. To proceed to the next step, you will need the correct order of all 100 pages. But luckily, the extra characters might help you out there. All the characters will form a special instruction, so expect real words to be formed, and this will guide you through sorting the pages. Also, if you had trouble identifying all the characters, you can guess for some pages, depending on how far you have come for the sorting and the characters. We assume you have the instruction and the related place, or rather the related topic for that place in the East. For those of you hating math, I have to disappoint you. Unfortunately, there is a little more number-related stuff coming up. You are now looking for something Squinty Len is responsible, and you will most certainly find it in a study paper, but there should be multiple sources providing the square. Take some time to find it, but you will, I am sure. Regardless, I will show it to you if you want to know what you are looking for. I am talking about this beauty. All the numbers appear only once, and if you want to know more about them, I recommend this video up here. And I totally get you, you might think this is ridiculous. But bear with me, it is very pleasing to find the end of that rabbit hole. Let's take a step back and see what we have got. We have numbered all our cards from 0 to 99. We have a layout for the numbers 0 to 99. Isn't that cool? Everything fits together. Now we want to combine these two things and you'll get the answer to the question, why are there these white spaces on so many cards like the color set or the Dümmer Galerie set? I will leave you a moment to realize. If you want to pause to arrange your cards, please go ahead. I do it on the floor because it will take some space. Your desk or kitchen table might be too small for this. Your result should then look like this. Ta-da! And you can clearly see the next instruction waiting for you to be followed. Meso, verba. On one of the last pages, assuming you sorted them to follow the plot, Scott says something about television that helps understanding the meso verba. But basically, it is just about the middle words. And bear with me, it is so satisfying getting to this point. For the next piece of the trick, try to find a digital version. It will massively help you with what is coming next. Because although all the pages look individual in length and style, they all have the same feature: 201 words. This is something that was there all along, but nobody seemed to have recognized that early in the game. It is odd that all the pages hold the same amount of words, but now we know why. So if you have not already, please count to the 101st word and note it down in another column of your spreadsheet. I was so excited when I reached that point because everything unraveled and provided revelations for me that connected the dots in an unbelievably fascinating way. You will get a very important message crafted out of all the pages and throughout multiple levels of ciphers, at least kind of. Congratulations. Once again, I will tell you what this message is. If you still work on it, I highly recommend pausing the video here to find out for yourself. I don't want to steal this dopamine hit from you.
Her Honor Justice Archer, stop. Bravo T, stop. To celebrate kindly, come to address given on Boxing Day, stop. I'll be there with a bottle to finish together and a sword for you to finish me, stop. Because of course, I'm the 10th and a judge ought to do it, stop. Do it for justice or friendship, or because until a new year I leave everything to your precious boats, or because if you stab me in doorway and I lock door with last gasp, it'll make sealed room, stop. Your call, but hoping you'll feel the title justified. Stop. Love, Trafalgar.
It kinda is a telegram with all the stops, and it gives you precise clues to the names of the narrator and the recipient. Did you already get it? Also, it explains the final murder, the constructed death in the sealed room. Honestly, I already thought of this method, but the details surprised me. It all made sense when I reached this point, and the satisfaction was great for me. If you think again, you will also know why the title of the project is The Researcher's First Murder. As I mentioned in another video about translating the puzzle into other languages, this is the reason I don't recommend working with translations. This specific moment was so good that it cannot be replicated due to the lack of possibilities. Although I spared out some details, on purpose of course, I hope you liked my guidance through this very well constructed part of the puzzle. I really enjoyed solving this piece. Thanks, John Finnemore. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and watch the other videos, especially the ones about the treasure hunts going on. Thank you for spending some time with me today. That's it for this video. Have a great day. Bye.